Welcome to Rouge Rides. My name is Haru. In today's video, we'll be looking at Carvana, where they'll be delivering my car, the 2014 Ford Focus. There they would unload the car, and we'll take a walkthrough and a quick drive around the block. Stay in the video, and we'll have an opportunity to have my reactions. Let's roll the video. All right, here comes the Carvana truck with my car. So while the car advocate Ashraf is unloading my Ford Focus, let me just go through what I've gone through the buying process. Now, once you log on to Carvana.com, at the time, I was able to choose over 20,000 vehicles, whether it's cars, SUVs, pickup trucks, minivans, sports cars, you name it, it was there. However, I was just looking for an economical car like the Ford Focus, number one, because I like hatchbacks. Number two, well, to be honest with you, I had a Ford Focus right before this. So I just wanted to get another one where I had a higher trim level like this 2014 titanium model. So as soon as he unloaded the car, Ashraf told me I could take a spin around and test drive it, but I took a look at it and it's pretty much what I expected. Just like on the pictures, you know, there were some scratches that was divulged by Carvana, plus had all the equipment, with the exception of the extra set of keys, which happens to be remote, and rear window wiper, and that was missing. However, if you look at the hood under the engine bay, it's very clean, so I imagine the mechanics went through it very finely, and I liked it. So I knew that I had 7 days to test own the car, meaning I could try it out and take it to the mechanic. They would have also 150 checkpoint on that, do the diagnostics through the OBD computer, and I get an evaluation. Secondly, I would have also the opportunity to finance, and financing was very easy. Of course, you have an opportunity to get pre-approved and find out which car fits your payment. And the last thing is that you had a choice of either have it home delivered, just like here, or you can go to one of their facilities here where they had a display like a vending machine, which is fun. But I chose the latter, the former. Excuse me. Right here, that when I checked out the interior, is very nice. Had leather seats, sunroof, 8-inch navigation and entertainment system, a Sony sound system with 10 speakers and a subwoofer.
We'll go for a quick test drive and get your paperwork ready.
You have the paperwork with you?
I'm getting it ready.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as you come back, I'll give it to you, sign off on it, and that'll be done.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So here it is. I'm gonna start the car and have an opportunity to test drive it. So, like I said, Ashraf explained to me that I can go and take a spin. You can take it on the street. You can take it on the highway, and see how the car works. Now, to be honest with you, again, this is my second Focus, and I'm very well aware about the transmission issues with the car. But rest assured, the fix was already done by the authorized Ford dealership. So I was quite happy with that. But yeah, the feeling of the car was nice, very quiet, very nimble. I can easily park the car. The view is really nice, which I like. Steering was very crisp. The other thing is that everything is within your grasp, and it's as always a nice feeling to have a familiar car to drive. To be honest with you, when I first drove a Ford Focus, it was back in 2012 when they first came out for the Mark III version. And when you sit in the cockpit, or I used to call it the cockpit because you look at the gauge and you think it was something out of an F-16 fighter jet. So you can quite imagine it's very impressive. Seats are very nice and very supportive. And the automatic transmission is very responsive. So I recommend it highly if you don't mind if you mind a quirk that some people would say is a negative, but it's just part of the character of the Ford Focus. So it's a shame that they haven't continued the Ford Focus for the North American market again. You can get it for overseas in Europe and Australia and New Zealand, but you can't get it here. So yeah. In the meantime, we're looking at the instrument cluster here, and gives you an idea how simple and clear that you can get. For instance, here you have your miles per gallon and your fuel range, plus a curious timer where you have your miles listed right above how long the timer has been used since you reset, so that's pretty unusual. Here we have the trip 1 and trip 2, and again you have the opportunity where it says you can put it in drive or you can put it in sport mode. That's the S mode, where you can manually control the gears. And here we go, we're going through settings and information so you can have your system checks. Right now we have the oil change, of course, and that's needed. And then we have the opportunity to look at either the auto driver assist or the lighting and display, or anything that's necessary. So that's all can be changed for you. Here we have the opportunity to have remote start that can control the climate control and how long it lasts for, and you can control the system. But the nice thing about the Ford Focus is that is the average repair. So if you look into the guides and probably the boards or the Reddit forums, most people have been very satisfied with their cars now, and they don't experience a great deal of grief when it comes to it, other than maybe that issue with the transmission. But to be honest with you, I never had any issue, except for the last car, where I initially picked up the car, again almost sight unseen, and the car did have a recall for that transmission, but I took it to the Ford dealership and they fixed it, and I had no problem since then. So I did check the owner's manual. Again, I only had one key. I was calling Carvana for the second set of keys, and they were very glad that it would take care of it through their separate warranty known as SilverRock. Now here's the verdict. Just to remind you that this video is not sponsored by Carvana. Entirely, the opinion is entirely my own. So there's 3 reasons why you should look into Carvana. Firstly, the purchasing experience. So after you look at the catalog of their inventory and finally choose the vehicle of your choice, you have 30 minutes to click on the car of your choice and make a decision. After you make the decision and you've gone through your personal information, you get a pre-approval and the opportunity to put in your financial information. If you decide that you don't want the car, you can just make a U-turn and cancel and press cancel on the button. Number 2, decide where they have the day of delivery. Like this video, you have an opportunity to look at the car, test drive it, and see if it fits. If it doesn't, then you can tell the car advocate, who happens to be driving the truck, to return the car, and they'll just reload the car and they'll turn it back to the facility. Third, well, Carvana gives you a 7-day test drive, or basically a 7-day guarantee. So you have an opportunity to bring the car to your mechanic and see if it is to your liking. or you can show to your friends and family and have the opportunity to maybe take a short or long trip to wherever your choice may be. But within the 7 days, you decide not to like it, you just call Carvana and they'll make arrangements to take out the car or pick up your car. So is there any cons? Well, there aren't. I mean, for those who aren't liking to have their car sight unseen, basically Carvana already thought about that. Other than maybe the small communications issues, either you don't like it by text or you just want to talk to somebody, maybe it may be your thing, maybe not your thing. You have to make that decision. But overall, the experience is great. So in my opinion, if you are a Carvana purchaser, put your comments down below. If you have any questions regarding my experience, again, you can ask the questions. Please share the video, subscribe. I'll put in the next video. I'll see you next time on YouTube.